Hello, everybody. I don't know if I pissed somebody off or really impressed somebody. I don't know how I got chosen for this assignment. However, I couldn't be more thrilled because, as Paul and Nancy know, and Ed knows too, I love Energeia. It's one of the best things, best experiences I've had. Approaching the end stages of it, I, was kind of having some separation anxieties. I thought I'm not going to be able to see all these fabulous people every other month, and it really has been fabulous. I thought, well, maybe, we'll have a yearbook. We'll have an Energeia 2008 yearbook. And we'll have pictures, and we'll go out in the hall and sign them. Dear Paul, you're great. Don't ever change. Keep in touch. Your pal, Deidra. But there were no yearbooks, no caps or gowns, no prom, none of that. However, I do think, because we've had such extraordinary people in the class of 2008, that it's only fitting that we give a few class awards. So you other classes are just going to have to bear with us, because we had some dynamite people who I think earned some awards. We're going to give them out now. I'm going to need some help, though, on a few of these. The first one is by a guy who was just so cool and so famous that he's not even here tonight. He's probably off on some Hollywood, excursion. He earns, hands down, the award for Best Dressed. He is our ABC Home Improvement buddy, Sal Farrell. Best hair. Okay? We have a few contenders in the category. Heather Powell, for those golden tresses. Mike DeWitzia. I think he gets bonus points for the beard, the accessories on the face. And Howie Stein. Is Howie here? Howie has that perfect, I don't give a damn and you love it hair. Oh, well, we can do an honorable mention for Patrick too. All right, and it's you decide who's the winner. The winner is Heather, Mike, Howie. Who's the winner? Howie gets it. It's not even here. All right, here's a good one. Best confrontation of a corporate executive. We have two nominees. Joe Marino for Energy Day. The showdown with Kevin Law. Mark Hissey on Land Use Day. And the winner? Mark Hissey gets it.
Somebody's here for a change.
There you go, he wins by default. Most likely to never be voted, most agreeable. You could probably guess it now. Did somebody say me? That is not me. David Panetta or Kevin Gershon.
Kevin Gershon.
I really just threw David in there so Kevin wouldn't feel picked on. And last but not least, most likely to change the world. Beth Viteni or Rob DiGiovanni. That's a tough one. I'd call that a draw.
Yeah, draw.
Let's give it up for our award winners. You can tell we had a lot of fun. This was a great class of people who I thoroughly enjoyed getting to know, who I'm really proud to represent. It didn't start out quite as pleasant as it turned out. That weekend retreat was something else. It was cold, it was raining, it was a Saturday, it was 8 o'clock. I'm usually working hard at being unconscious on a cold Saturday at 8 o'clock, but we had made this commitment to Energeia. Maybe I missed a memo. I didn't know exactly what we were in for. Energeia, okay, this Greek word, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know if it was a social club, if we were going to learn a language, if Energeia was something you do, like Pilates, and people were going to say, oh, you look great. And I'd say, yeah, I've been doing Energeia with Nancy and Paul. I really just didn't know, but so what was I going to do? I had to to just surrender to the process, which was a little difficult for a fox with dolphin tendencies and owl aspirations. But I gave in. And there I was on that Saturday. I remember it really, really clearly. I remember where I sat and who I sat with and what I was thinking. 2 years, wow, 2 years. It's a really long time. I remember it all, and I guess I was feeling a little apprehensive, probably a little disconnected, because I didn't know many people. I think I had seen Sharon before and Chip, but really didn't know anybody. So I thought, I don't know how this is going to go. But somewhere between those cafeteria lunches and the really weird rooming accommodations, remember they threw those surprise roommates at us at the last minute, and those team building exercises with the smelly magic marker, somewhere in there, things really changed. Something happened. The walls came down, and the energy lifted, and people started to share. I learned that David Panetta's a fox, and he got cruddy sneakers as a kid. And Mark Hissey grew up in a rough part of Wales, and Isabel also had humble beginnings. And if not for, straightening himself out and giving up car stealing, Kavan probably never would have had a career in the public sector. We learned an awful lot. And what we didn't realize, or at least I didn't because I'm a little slower, was that we were laying the foundation for something that was going to become really important to the journey that we were taking together. As John said, there are a number of definitions for Energeia. Discrete term, and some people define it by talking about concepts of being at work or using work to work toward potential or whatever. There are a lot of different definitions. None of it initially applied to me. And what I realized was that the action, the work that we did was largely reaction. We were reacting to new information, to frustrating realities, unpleasant truths, and sometimes even if we were just doing it privately, we were reacting to our own notions about the issues, which is precisely what education is supposed to do. And although our classes were a lot of fun, probably more than they should have been, it was evident throughout the process that we were students who were immersed in an experience intended to expand our thinking. And the beauty of it, at least to me, and what made it so engaging, was the intimacy of it. Unlike any other classroom setting that you might be in, this was about us. It was for us. And I don't mean us individually, but us as Long Islanders, us as residents and parents and voters, people who were living these issues, impacted by these issues every day. That was what made it very special. The case studies, the research, the experts who came and talked to us, all of the realities that they were pointing to, they were our stories. They were from our neighborhoods.